All right, heavy lifting's done. The heavy workload for the week is finished. So, looking for a sharp Thursday, sharpen everything up, kind of wrap everything up, good walk through Friday, and get on the plane headed to Huntington. It's a great opportunity and a great challenge Saturday night. Very good football team off to a good start. Okay, our guys will be very motivated. We expect to have a good ball game Saturday night, so looking forward to it.
Coach, going into the South Carolina game, you guys knew you were going to face a lot of run, probably. This one maybe a little bit more balanced from Marshall's offense.
Right.
What type of challenge is that create?
I think the challenge is just, they've always been able to run the football. I mean, that's kind of been their MO. But, the quarterback is very talented arm, very talented receivers. So, they've been very effective throwing the football. They've thrown the ball a lot on first down. It's going to be a challenge. We're going to have to be very disciplined with our eyes. We're going to have to do a great job mixing up our coverages, try to give them different looks. But it's something we're going to have to we'll have to, again, just like every week. We want to play better every week. We're going to have to play better this week than we did last week. I mean, it's because you have a different challenge this week.
Does the way you played against South Carolina defensively, especially against the run early in the game, help in that regard, just as far as momentum, confidence on that side of the ball? Well,
I think definitely our guys have confidence in the way they played last week. I mean, we faced a big offensive line and some very, very talented backs. I mean, those backs have played well and played at a very high level in the Southeastern Conference. So it was a great challenge coming in, and they have very talented receivers. Our kids on defense do have some confidence coming out of that game. But just like every other game, I mean, last week doesn't matter. What matters is what's right in front of you. And, this game for us is the biggest game of the year because it's the only one we got this week.
Coach Rob Vanderlun, he got really his first extensive
Yep.
action last week. What do you think he did as the transfer?
I thought athletically he looked like he belonged, which that was refreshing to see, because you don't know until they get out there. The mistakes were minimal, and the mistakes really are from a preparation standpoint, just him being prepared to play. But it was good to see. So, he'll play this week. So Noah had a good practice today, so we expect both of them to play.
Seems like preseason with Josiah Hatfield, they're always wanting him to step up and be a guy. For 2 weeks, he's pretty much done that. Has that been a bright spot that you think can continue the whole way?
Well, I think Josiah's got a very high ceiling, and certainly he made a couple of big plays last week. Made a few the week before, and we, with him, I challenged him this week is, being more consistent and continue to string together solid performances. So, I'm excited to see what he does Saturday night.
How do you fix things during the middle of the season on not a short week, but just a few days of practice? Is it a personnel thing, a play thing? Is there?
Well, it depends on what you're talking about. So, I think the biggest issues are from an execution standpoint, and that's what we got to focus on, and we got to look at why. Are we asking the kids to do things that they can't physically do? Are we doing a good enough job coaching it up, or is our focus not good enough during the week? From an execution standpoint, in practice. And you got to look at all factors, and maybe it's a little bit of everything. But certainly, I've challenged the coaches this week just to make sure that we are not, trying to do too much to the point that the kids are confused or they can't handle something.
You got a little bit of a different vibe this week, I reckon, as opposed to what you had last week when you came in here after practice. Have things gotten better with the focus and the urgency that you see the team respond with?
Well, they didn't tick me off at the end of practice this week, so that's the biggest difference. So, I mean, the kids, they've had a great attitude, and I've said it many times. The kids handle the tough losses probably better than the staff does, and better than the fans do. They bounce back quicker, and that's the great thing about coaching. As soon as you're around the kids, you feel better. Because they've had a positive attitude. They've been energetic. It was a warm practice today. We had temperatures in the 90s today for practice, and they came out there with a lot of energy. So, they're excited to go play. They're hungry for a win. So I know we're going to get good effort on Saturday night, and so we just got to get. I told them at the end of practice, we got to have the intensity and the effort, and we got to have better execution. Because that's really the key, and that's all three phases. It's not one phase; it's all three phases. Because you sit here Saturday, and I know everybody's an expert looking at why we didn't do this or that or the other, but I can promise you I can find a play or multiple plays in every phase that if we do a better job of execution, we win the ball game, and that's how close the game was. And that's also how close we are, So that's really the thing. It's just making sure that we push ourselves to be great in everything we do, and that's every single day. So that's always kind of been our philosophy, and that's what we've really stressed to them this week.